guys, what's up? Welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy and I'm so glad to have you. I hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm doing a pick a card all about what is the family gossip about you. What's the tea? What's going on? This is a holiday tea in America. This is the time of Thanksgiving. Now, personally, I don't like to think about it as in a traditional way because I am part Native American. So I think about this holiday as one of gratitude. So I'm really grateful for you guys being here and I truly appreciate you. Okay, so keep in mind this is a general reading, it's a general session, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information is down below, along with a link to my new website that has a page with all my services that I offer. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you are already a subscriber, hey guys, what's up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. As you can see, these are the three linking objects. They all have, for me, a tie to like childhood and things like that. So let me go through each one and explain. So this one reminds me of a powder dish that I used to see in my grandma's bathroom. Also, my mom had one as well in one of our bathrooms. And inside of this is 2 shells and some sage incense with some flowers. Whoops, can you guys see that? I think back then, you know, the containers were plastic, but I couldn't find one. Okay, so the second one reminds me of my great grandmother's candy dish. Okay, but in hers, she had, you know it, orange slices. Now, I forgot about the orange slices, so I couldn't get those, but I have dum-dum suckers that I snack on, so that's what's inside of there. Okay, so the third group is going to be this liquor decanter. It is empty because it is cracked. All right, and that reminds me of, you know, some family patterns that might not be too, you know, too awesome. But that's what we got. So those are your three selections. I will insert a little video with some backing music so you guys can kind of chill out and see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful magical creatures on the other side. Bye guys. Hey, Group One, all of you that selected this really pretty pink dish. This used to have a candle in it, by the way, but I kept the dish, of course, because it's so pretty. Inside the dish is the shells and the sage. Shells are a symbol of Aphrodite. Yeah, so I'm feeling really good vibes here with this particular object. It feels very positive. Let me put this right there so you guys can see it. All right, but let's find out the family gossip on you this holiday season. It is around the time of Thanksgiving in the United States, but it could be a different holiday where you are, one that you'll probably either think about your family or you will actually see them. So, okay, what do we have for Group 1? I'm going to get one card. I've been instructed to get one card for each group from the Cthulhu Tarot deck. So this is a pretty intense deck. Oh, there's our card. All right, so let's find out what is going on here. We have the Three of Cups. Ah, you know, I always expect from the Cthulhu Tarot to get really heavy messages. But I got to tell you, Group 1, I'm feeling really positive about your connections. But, you know, this reading is for many people, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. We never know what's going to come out, you know, we just never ever know. So, all right, sometimes I have a feel. You know, I have a good feeling. I think you're a really good person. I think there are some people in your family who are very proud of you. I'm not saying you're perfect. Oh, we all have our flaws, all right? But I'm getting like you're not toxic. You're not, I think you try to be really healthy emotionally with your family or close friends, all right? Here we go. Let's get those three. I'm going to go ahead and pull some more cards, and then we'll flip them all over. I feel like people look forward to seeing you in general. I think I'm getting like you have a youthful air about you. You may be a Leo or a fire sign, Sagittarius or Aries. And I feel like you're an optimist. At least you try to be. I do feel like you may have problems with depression. There have been times when there's been family gatherings and you haven't shown up. And I feel like people have worried about you, truly worried. But it doesn't mean there isn't any, you know, gossiping aunties and uncles. So let's see what else comes forward here. I feel like the gossip is pretty good, but we're going to get into it and see what comes forward. We're going to get a few cards here. Couple cards I'm feeling. Couple cards for Group 2. You're Group 1. You may be drawn to 2, so there may be something there for you. I haven't pulled it yet, but usually when that kind of stuff comes out, we have some other things going on in another group. So anyway, let's get into it. So we have the Ace of Swords. I'm not going to take reversals. Are you guys blurry? Let's see here. Okay, hopefully that's better. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, a lot of energy surrounding you. And we have the Sun. There we go. Very positive energy here with you. And we have the Ace of Swords, which is often like clarity, breakthrough, that kind of thing. Let's get some more energy here and see. Can't really see all your cards, but we work with what we got, right? We have the Prince, light attributes, romantic charm, and potential for power. Ooh, okay. All right. We have Poet, light attributes, expresses soul insights in a symbolic language. I feel like you may be gifted in the arts in some way. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And we have Monk, nun, light attributes, selfless devotion, and single-minded dedication to spirit. I think you're on, you know, a journey of soul evolution here. I do think you're very creative. I think your family, this positive energy here is they want you to express that more. There are people in your family who think you are extremely talented. We have F person and Sagittarius. Okay, so you do have someone who is a little jealous of all this positive flow, this positive energy coming to you. It feels like a cousin, could be an auntie or an uncle or some kind of family relation. It could be also a cousin, I'm hearing, or a friend who, is family. They're close enough you would invite them to holiday gatherings if they didn't have any place to go. I'm going to put the sun up here because I feel like this is like the overall energy of this reading is the sun and the Three of Cups. So I'm feeling really positive. And hey, I'm glad to see this because when I do these readings, when I do tea readings, some stuff comes out that's just, it's hot. It's hot. But I feel like for those of you who are single, I think they talk about a possible like hookup or somebody they want you to date or somebody you're dating. I feel like they are hoping that maybe there's a marriage here or something like that. You know how that goes. Oh, I'm not going to take all those. That's too many. Okay, give me a few cards at a time. Give me one card at a time. All right, we have spirit animal contact. Pay attention to the signs. Yes. Okay, I feel like you are really spiritually connected. All right, that's kind of the bottom line here. You're really spiritually connected. And because of that, you kind of have a sixth sense when it comes to your career and people. I feel like you have a good feel for people. If you are in or thinking about entering a career field that deals with like counseling or nursing or just communicating with people in some way, expressing your gift, whatever this is, I feel like this is encouragement for you to do that. All right. And I feel like people are really happy to see you. Let's see here. We have someone's thinking of you. Yeah. I feel like you have a feminine energy, probably mom, grandma, auntie, even sister or a sibling. This isn't gender, this is energy, who thinks of you often. They miss you and they are so glad to see you. That's what I'm getting. So glad to see you. For some of you who are off at college, I feel like your parents talk about you quite a bit. They're very happy. They're very proud of you. Not saying you're perfect. I'm getting pulled to this F person Sagittarius. Boy, you got some relative here, some relation. So jealous, so jealous. For some of you, they're jealous of like, okay, this won't resonate for all of you. They're jealous of your cool parents, or they're jealous of your job or your career field or even your person. Ooh, for some of you, this is someone who has flirted with your person. If your person's been, at family gatherings or even online for some of you. Ooh, that's weakness, easily broken time after time. Okay, yeah, so we're getting into the jealous energy now. So you have someone who's very jealous of you, and I feel like they think you're weak, like everything you're doing is a show. It's not real. You're not really that smart. You're not really that talented. And your relationship with this person may have been broke. You may not be talking to this person. So, if you go to family gatherings and they're there or whatever gathering or whatever connections these are, it's like you stay away from this person and they feel like they broke you. Or at least they tell people that shit. They're telling people, I broke them. Yes, I did. They don't even talk to me. They don't even look at me. We're in the same room. That's right. Very snappy energy here. Very know-it-all energy. Feels, Sagittarius out of balance, okay? We have the answer is no. Very negative. And I feel like this jealous person is someone who hates on your victories. When you're looking good, they always have a backhanded compliment. I'm feeling like Mean Girls energy, okay? And the thing about this person is they're not unattractive. I feel like they do get attention. I feel like this is relatively healthy family. I'm not saying there's not toxicity, but when it comes to loving one another, there's a lot of comfort. There's a lot of support when it comes to that. I think this family energy is very supportive of goals and dreams and positive relationships, okay? This person, they seem to be kind of like on the outside. They're the gossip. This could be an auntie or a grandmother or even a mother or an in-law of some kind as well. I'm picking up on a broader energy here with the Sagittarius F person. Now, what I'm getting with the F person quality in this person is a user. Okay, someone who is using other people. And I feel like for some of you, they're trying to climb the social ladder within your family. Ooh, that's nasty. Okay, we have fleeting, temporary, in and out. Okay, all right. So I feel like they may be an air sign. There's birds here, a couple of birds. We have the owl, and the raven. And I feel like this person may be an air sign. They may be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But I feel like there's instability with this in and out and fleeting, temporary. They are not stable. I also think they tell people you're not stable. Even, which is crazy because I feel like everybody loves you. You're in a relatively good place. You're breaking through in something really positive and wonderful. It could be your career. It could be that you're just coming out of your shell. It could be that you're just really happy to be able to like meet in person because of all the separation we've had to endure the last few years because of what happened. You may just be really happy to see people and be able to hug them and that kind of thing. But it's like this energy when it walks in the room, it's like, oh, it's like the energy drops. This person may have like energy vampire vibes as well. They may just suck the life out of the room. This person may cause trouble within your family. They may also, for some of you, they may have some, serious issues. All right. I don't want to get too deep into it. This is a tea reading, but, when it comes to like mental health and things like that, it's very serious. All right. So we want to treat it as such, as the respect it deserves. So for some of you, all of this jealousy is kind of a side effect of like some mental illness issues, or like root chakra issues. Like this person may have been traumatized, and that may be why you're able to overlook this, because you've been traumatized too in some kind of way. For those of you that this resonates with and you understand where they're coming from, it doesn't make it okay for them to like talk about you, try to break you. For some of you, they try to get other people to think poorly of you. And this is coming from like a void within them. Okay, there's some kind of void within them. Okay, we have Raven, determination, another Raven card. So I would be remiss if I did not mention the presence of Hecate. Some of you guys may be followers of the great dark goddess Hecate. She is the goddess of magic and an underworld goddess, very powerful. And you may have been like using magic along your journey to manifest this like 3 of Cups situation, the sun, the breakthrough, all those good things, okay? And what's happening is if you've had bad relationships with your family, it's like some of those are healing now. And it's as if because you've taken off some masks, your family can really see the beauty of who you are, and how you're blossoming. Some of you guys are really blossoming. You have this element here of determination. It's very powerful, okay? It's a gift. It's a gift. I feel a lot of Leo and fire here and air with you guys. So, all right, group 1, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey group 2, all of you that selected this really pretty candy dish full of dum-dum suckers. This is going to be your reading all about the family tea. What's the family gossip about you? Now, I was drawn to this dish because this reminds me of my great-grandmother's candy dish, and it was full of orange slices. Now, or those little spice drops, like the little gummy drops. I didn't have those. I forgot about that part. But I have done them suckers. Okay. They're easy for me to eat with my dentures. So, yeah. So that's why I was drawn to this. It just made me think of family. And I used to have, a candy dish for my kids at my house. So this reminds me of that too. So I'm feeling a lot of warm memories with this and warm feelings with this group. So we're going to find out what the family tea is about you. And I'm just going to put your candy dish like right there. So you can kind of see it, but it's out of the way. Okay. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information and my social media is down below. Now, I have a link to my new website, so you guys might want to check that out. All right. Okay, so give me a card for group 1. I've been told to pull one card for each group from the Cthulhu Tarot. So, okay, we have the 8 of Cups. All right, that's great energy. That's good energy. I'm feeling I'm feeling a lot of positivity. I feel like really some of these cups are filled with some really positive energy, but let's keep going and let's see what else comes out for you. Let's draw. Whoops, I dropped my bottle. It's fine. Okay, let's see what's going on with the October Oracle. Tell me about the family tea. What's the gossip, the family gossip about group 2? What is the family gossip about group 2? Okay, some of you guys, this is around Thanksgiving in America, but it's a timeless reading, so any holiday that you're going to like be around your family or people who are like your family, okay? Let's get a few cards here. Tell me about group 2. What is the tea? I'm getting this one kind of peeking out, peeking out. One of these days I'll learn to talk. Okay, let's keep going. All right, I'm going to flip that one because I wanted to. Okay, we have lies and deceit, blocked throat chakra. Ooh, you guys. We have options. Okay. We have vanity. All right. So you have some judgmental people around you. Okay. Also, some of you guys are being called a liar. Some of you guys have people lying about you. All right. Okay. Let me get a few more cards for you guys. Vanity. I think you're very attractive. And people think that you think, like, parts of your family think that you think you're, like, hot shit. And you can't help it because fuck you are, right? Exactly. Our families, boy, they really... Man, they can really try to steal the thunder sometimes, can't they? All right, we have the devil. There you go. Sexy, hot, attractive, confident. I feel a lot of confidence here. I feel swagger. I feel like you probably have changed quite a bit for some people, or at least they think you have. Maybe you've always been this way, but you know you're good. Okay, you know you're good. And I feel like for some of you, they think this is ego, and for others, it's really not ego. This is the process that happens when you start healing. You start knowing who you are and what you will and won't put up with, okay? We have the 5 of Swords. Ooh. We have the 10 of Hazards. Yeah, we have the Hanged Man. We have Temperance. And we have the Hermit. Are you a little hermit? Me too. So you may be the kind that doesn't really go around your family often because you know that they're going to judge you, right? Right? I'm right. I can feel that. Like, it's not that you don't love them. It's not that you don't care. It's just that you're tired of being judged by these people. So that's why 8 of Cups, that's the card in the traditional tarot of like moving forward, having these cups, having these emotions, having these things. You got 8 cups, but moving on, wanting to move on from it. So I feel like for some of you, you feel like you have some good connections in your family, some connections worth keeping. All right. But others, you feel this need to kind of remove yourself. And for some of you, it may be one side of your family. It may be that you only go to family gatherings at like a sibling's house who doesn't have many people there. But I feel like you try to spend your time with people you don't fight with or have issues with. You know, people who are on the fence about you and the way you live your life. Okay. And there's something about you that people find threatening with the lies and deceit, the devil, vanity. Like, And this is normal. I mean, when we see people who are very confident, who are very sure of themselves, and they've gone from being a person in the Five of Swords who's always fighting themselves, always fighting, always trying to be what they aren't, what you're not, to please others. I feel like many people are starting to take other options, or starting to be more of who they are, and moving on with the Eight of Cups, just moving on to a brighter future. And even though you have good emotions with some of these people, some of this family, it may not be enough to keep you coming around all the time. Like, I feel like you may be telling yourself, like, I need to do this less often. So if you have been going to like family things, you may find yourself pulling back from them, which and I know, and everybody knows you're going to be judged for. Okay, you just are. And there's really no way around that. They're going to judge you for it. Okay, there are some people who think that you are uppity. You've become stuck up. You're not like, you don't do the things you used to do with your family. And it's because some people in your family are toxic. Red hair. You may have red hair, or you may have some red-haired family members who are haters, or it may not resonate at all. So just take what resonates here. Okay, tell me more. All right. We have Taurus. Maybe you're a Taurus, if they're a Taurus, whatnot. But if you are not going to their little family gathering, they are definitely talking about you. And for some of you, they're fighting about you. Okay, they're fighting about you. All right. And some are just like, you need to give them a chance. But I think you've pulled back, and people, because of that, they're just unsure about giving you another chance, or trying to understand. Some of you guys may have revealed some parts of yourself that they don't like your politics, your sexuality, your identity, things like that have really caused, I'm hearing like some older people in your family to like be unsure of how they feel about you, which I got to tell you is fucking ridiculous. If you love somebody, you love them for who they are. All right. But I understand, I understand where you're coming from. Like, it's hard to be who you are when your own family some aspects of your family isn't supportive. But I want you to lean into the aspects that are, and try to figure out ways to keep that connection. If you have positive connections here, please find a way to keep them, okay? Because it'll serve you well by keeping the positive connections. It will be hard on your family. What it will do, it will catalyst discussions within your family, which will help align your family to be more open to the next generation that comes forward with something that the family doesn't agree with or doesn't vibe with. Okay, so you may be feeling kind of isolated from family right now. You may still be going to a potluck or whatever, but you're not as forthcoming about your life anymore. You're not as forthcoming about who you are. And some of the relatives are going to read that as there's something you're hiding. You're hiding something. And it's not that you're hiding something. It's that you know how they feel. And so why would you enter into an uncomfortable conversation with somebody who's already made judgments about you, right? On a holiday or around a holiday. I get that. It's not the time. And what I'm feeling here with the Five of Swords, there may have been or may be like a misstep in words, okay? Of words. With the Devil and the Five of Swords here in Vanity, I feel like someone's going to they may get their feelings hurt, or they've gotten their feelings hurt, and they're not going to step down. They're not going to step back. Okay, so, and maybe that's already happened, and that's why I can't take all these. And that's why we're going to take this one, these two, that bottom one. And that's why they feel the way they do. Okay, let's keep going here. We have the Hermit. We got the Hermit again. Okay, some of you guys may be cut off from these people. And if you want to know, they're talking about you, or maybe semi cut off. Like you still have contact, but not. I just feel like for some of you, you have family members who have such good feelings about you. They miss you, they say good things. And then you have another aspect of your family that's really struggling with some changes you've made or lifestyle, or they don't agree with your partner or your identity or your sexuality or your spiritual or political things. Okay. What I'm getting here is okay, I'm reading the shadow attributes. Withdrawals from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. Okay, so there are people in your family talking about how you've pulled back. Have you pulled back your energy um, in refusing to help? So you're refusing to even come to the table to talk about it. And I feel like because it's not up for discussion, it's who the fuck you are, right? So what is there to discuss? It's not your responsibility to make someone understand you, all right? Uh, they should respect you as a human being, period. And I feel like there's someone here that doesn't respect this at all, like who you are. And that's why I keep being guided to tell you to lean into the positive connections you have with your family. Okay, the positive ones, not the gray ones, the ones that light you up, make you feel good, don't judge you for who you are, and aren't always acting suspicious about you. Now, the ones who are acting suspicious, I'm just going to tell you, there is something going on there. You hear what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Slave, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choice. Okay, so I feel like this is a masculine energy. The one who has a lot of problems with it. There may be some feminine energies here too, but this one masculine energy is an authoritarian, a controlling. I'm feeling like a negative emperor kind of energy. And I feel like they may not be talking to you. Like they may have just like gone silent, or when you see them, they don't have much to say. And it's because they're busy judging you. And you know that. You know that. This could also have to do with religion. We have prostitute, places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. Okay, so you have some people in your family who are materialistic. They're very shallow with the vanity here. And I feel like if that resonates for you, there's a lot of lies and betrayal in this group. Okay. So it's weird. I don't know if this is two, like one part of your family and the other half of your family, or one section of your family, or it could be that this is a mixture within your family, that you have really good influences, people who really, really love you and are down for you. And then you have this very lecherous, toxic part of your family. And it's almost like you have to, in order for you to have grown into the person you are, okay, I feel like you've had to have an 8 of Cups situation where you somewhat detached from your family group. And it may be because they found out maybe what you do online, or who you love, or your gender, your idea, your identity. I'm sorry. But it feels, I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed by the response by some people, and I'm disturbed by this energy. It feels malignant, okay? Now, I'm not going to call out anyone's political affiliations, but it feels like someone who is, extremely conservative, all right? And has a mask, a religious mask for some of you guys. And they're very judgmental. They judge the way you look. They judge the way you act. And I feel like the more comfortable you get in your skin, the more uncomfortable they get with who you are. And it just feels like a particularly nasty energy here, all right? But I do feel that you have people in your family who really love and support you. And again, I want to encourage you to lean into those connections, all right? Okay, group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day, and I'll see you, beautiful magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group three, all of you that were drawn to this really pretty liquor decanter, this is going to be your reading all about what's the family tea, what's the family gossip on you. All right, so keep in mind, this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, let's put that right there. You can kind of see it still. Okay, so let's get some cards for you. So I'm just going to tell you, with this particular group, I'm feeling like dysfunction. Okay, I'm feeling we have the liquor decanter, so there may be alcoholism or addiction of some kind. It's cracked. There may be like some family trauma here. I'm not going to I'm not going to get too deep into that. Okay, we're going to talk about what the family gossip is about you, but I'm going to tell you guys, some of you guys are in no contact. Okay, that's what I'm getting straight off. Some of you guys are in contact and you still see your family, but there's a lot of shit there, you guys, in this family, all right? It's very hard for me to shuffle these, but I've been told to get one card from the Cthulhu Tarot for each group. All right, so I need a card for group 3. Knight of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is aggressive energy. Very aggressive, could be prone to, physical things, physical acting out in some kind of way. There's also meanness here. See how the moon is sticking out their tongue, kind of like, I'm feeling like they may be mean, intolerant, short-tempered. It could be masculine, feminine, non-binary energy, because it feels like there's no gender here. It's energy. So it could be. I'm just taken aback by this energy. Honestly, it feels fucked up. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, it feels really fucked up, and I feel like they're very triggering. Their behavior is very triggering. Okay, and this card could represent like a few people or just one person. But if it's one person, then I feel like they have like an iron fist kind of control over the family. There are people within the family or friend group that feels like family that fears them. I don't think you fear them anymore. Maybe you still do. We have the Queen of Wands here. Okay. That doesn't feel good either. Let's keep going. We have the Page of Wands. All right. Okay, this feels traumatic. We have the Three of Hazards here. Yeah, this doesn't feel like a healthy situation. We have the Queen of Hazards. Okay, so for some of you, like, the Magician. Okay. For some of you, there is like stepbrothers, stepsisters, step siblings, a step parent involved in this. This may be the step parent. And it feels like there was like you guys didn't have a happy childhood. I'm sorry. I'm very taken aback by this energy. It feels really bad. And I feel like you guys around the holidays probably have a hard time. Because, the whole world expects people to like that everyone has a happy family. And the truth is, I think 9 out of 10 families have some issues. And out of those 9 out of 10, we've got probably 5 out of 10 to 4 out of 10 that have like serious traumatic issues. We haven't really been taught how to form healthy families outside of religion or social expectations, but real healthy like communication with families. We haven't been good as a society dealing with people with addiction issues. I feel like there may have been people who have been in jail here, incarcerated. And I feel like for some of you guys, this is more like a product of like cultural, like how our society, it's almost like the whole game has been rigged against you. If you are born into poverty or into hardship or struggle, and you are different and you don't meet the white bread kind of ideology of our modern society, then many times you struggle unless you know someone, right? And it can be a very lonely place. And it can also breed anger. And the Knight of Swords feels angry. And I feel like for some of you, this is someone who uses alcohol or addiction as coping mechanisms. And I think sometimes they lose control in different ways. I don't want to get too deep in that, but I understand the sorrow here. Some of you guys do not feel great about the holidays, and I understand that, okay? Um, and what I'm feeling here is like ancestors pulling forward for group three. These are ancestors who have been in the Knight of Swords energy, all right? Um, and they're pulling for you. They're around you to help you, all right? Your family tea is pretty toxic, okay? Um, it actually hurts my heart. I'm just going to tell you, it feels extremely painful. So, because I feel like there are elements within this family that know about what happened, and sometimes they get loaded and talk about it. You know, they call each other. Some of them call on the phone and talk about it. There's somebody that stirs the pot constantly to keep the trauma in conversation. This is someone who can't let go. It feels obsessive. It feels almost like a queen of hazards and a queen of wands who are doing a lot of the talking about this Knight of Swords energy. Okay, I feel like you're the magician energy. You're trying to manifest like getting out of these awful patterns, okay? And I feel like they think you are immature. They think you run from your problems. For some of them, they think that what happened didn't happen. At least they say that, even though, oh, this makes me mad, even though someone has seen it. Like one of these two energies, Queen of Hazards, Queen of Wands, has seen it. Like they know it's true, but they tell people like you're lying. Huh? We have artificial heart. Yeah, I feel like this is a very unfeeling and cold energy. Queen of Wands energy. It feels selfish and emotionally brutal. It feels like someone who is emotionally traumatizes people. And we have calling the storm. Okay, I feel like that is your energy. Like you have had all this chaos, all this trash talking about you, around you. You've always felt it. I feel like this is family who doesn't support each other. This is family who takes what they can in any way they can. They take advantage. They'll steal from you. That won't resonate for everyone. Just take what resonates here. But I feel like this is you and your power. Okay? This is you moving into your power when it comes to this family. Okay? And the more you do this, the more this energy is going to talk about you. This card, very insightful. I feel like this energy, this masculine energy, I feel like they control people. They're controlling people within your family, either with a trauma, abuse, could be, you know, a lot of triggering things. But they have someone here like at arm's length that they control. And this could be the Queen of Wands, Queen of Hazards energy as well. I feel this as kind of a group of people as well. If you are in no contact, they definitely sit around and talk about you. And some of them are calling you like a witch or rebellious or a liar, that kind of thing. This energy here, she is a total bitch. Okay, she's a total raging bitch, and she will not shut up about you. It's like she's obsessed. She may be Scorpio, you may be Scorpio. We have the pentacles, the hazards are pentacles. We have a lot of pentacles. So we're looking at fire, air, and so we have them all here basically. I'm not seeing a lot of water, but fire, air, which is fire is Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, earth is God, my brain won't work. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and then we have that Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Okay, give me some more information. We have Queen of My World. There it is. This may actually be a couple. Like, I feel like this may be the feminine energy, and this is the masculine. Okay, and then we have a couple of other energies involved here, judging this little sweet energy. Look at this. He throws the bone, the baby eats it. It's almost like all this gossip, they're taking what they're saying at face value. Like they're believing the lies. If you've had something traumatic happen to you and you came out to your family or something like this, they don't believe you. They believe the other person. Like, they don't believe they would do that. They wouldn't do that. Even though, like, one of these energies has seen it, or both of them have. Okay, this is nasty. This is nasty energy. For some of you who have had issues with your job because you're dealing with this fucking trauma, they're talking about you losing your job. These people get off on failure. They get off on your failure. It's almost like they get together, you know, drink or whatever, and as they drink, it gets more and more negative. It gets more and more volatile. People start blaming other people. I'm seeing like an older lady with gray hair. It's cut very short, crying, like voices from the other side. These are your ancestors coming forward. For some of you guys, they lash out when they drink. Manipulation, manifestation, magic. You got magician and you got manifest. I feel like you guys who are trying to get away from this and manifest a new beginning, it's going to happen. On guard, spiritual protection. You're very protected from this negative energy. They hate it. For some of you who are in no contact, they absolutely hate that they can't have contact with you. And it's not because they miss you as much as they want to fight with you. They want to have it out. I'm hearing like, I'm seeing and hearing masculine energy. For some of you, they're smoking a cigar or a blunt or a cigarette, something, and they're talking about, I want to see them face to face. I want them to tell me that face to face. And the truth is, you already did, right? You already did. It's done. Okay, group 3, what I'm getting from your ancestors is if you haven't cut the cord, cut the cord. Okay. Unlike group 2, who had some positive stuff in their family connections, I feel like for you, distance will bring you clarity. Distance will bring you healing, because I'm telling you, these people are gathering together and you are the main conversation, because this energy is miserable, it's manipulative, and it is destructive. Okay, do a return to sender. I've said this before in other readings. I'm going to say it to you, okay? If you have familiar items around you that they've given you, put them in a box, put some salt in it, tape it up, put it in the corner of your closet, and forget about it. Energetically call back your power from this group, okay? Your ancestors, ask them to come help you. If you have, like a nana or a mima or a mama or a grandma or whatever you called them, if you have one of those that's passed on, I feel like they're pulling in. They want to help you heal, okay? Because they know the truth. They're on the other side. They know the truth. And they're really pulling for you. And for some of you, in order for you to pull for yourself, you're going to have to completely withdraw from this. And if you already have, they're still talking about you. So this is your validation to keep the separation. Don't loosen up your boundaries right now, because this group is just getting started dogging you. And if you go back around these people, they're going to make you feel like shit. They're going to invalidate you. They're going to call you a liar. And I know it's hard. It's hard around the holidays. I feel the dread of the holiday. I feel the uncomfortableness with the holiday. I have felt that for many years. And I got to tell you, since going no contact, I've gone through the cycles of like it being sad, being sad to be alone on the holidays. But it's weird because I feel like a lot of energy has shifted, and now I embrace the holidays as a time for me to make my inner child happy, to heal some inner child stuff, which will make me a more healed person for relationships, for allowing people to come closer. Instead of having people fill up the voids within myself, I'm filling those voids on my own. That's part of owning yourself. That's part of walking into the manifestation of the magician card. When you truly are able to be your own source and understand, there's a powerful thing that happens when we no longer need our family's validation. It's very powerful. And I feel like that's what you're moving to, a time where, and you may already be there, but it's kind of nice to know that people are still talking about you. But in this case, it's negative. So if you're wondering if they're talking positive about you, they aren't. And for them to get to that place where they can see positive things, there is a lot of work here. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying like this malignant energy, and for some of you, this is an ancestor. This Knight of Swords that started this chain of like trauma and abuse within a family. And they could have been the alcoholic. They could have been the one that acted out, or drug addict, or whatever their addiction is, okay? And it's a generational pattern that's repeating. And you, by pulling your energy back, you are breaking that pattern. And the truth is, the path of a healer is lonely. When you are a true healer, you have to heal yourself first. And that doesn't just include your body. It includes your family. It includes your emotions and things like that, and your mental space. And, what healing looks like to one person isn't healing to another. There's a very interesting and powerful pathway, but it is a lonely pathway, because before we can let other people in, we have to not only disconnect from some people, let them go, heal, mend relationships that we need to mend, or we feel guided to mend, allow the people who are for us in, and to get to that place where we can allow people to get closer to us, we have to be in a place, not have to be, but we need to be a little bit more emotionally healthy, so that we attract emotionally healthy and intelligent people. And I feel like that's what you're doing, group 3. So yeah, they're talking shit about you for real. And it is the malignant, toxic, addictive, dysfunctional shit it's always been. And you don't deserve that. Okay, you're a really good person, all right? And I feel like you are divinely protected. And I want to pull a couple more cards for you, because your group has been the heaviest group, but I knew when I was drawn to this decanter that you would be. So let's get some more energy here. You're very protective. You are protective. I think you're protective of your space, but you're also very protected. Okay, for some of you, you have like a divine feminine God-formed spirit that is around you, protecting you. For others, this is an ancestor, a feminine ancestor, like I said. It could be both. This artificial heart person, though, they are an emotional narcissist. Okay, they're very self-centered. They don't really understand emotions very well, because for some of them, I'm getting like someone drinking, like constantly drinking. So for some of them, it's the alcohol, it's the addiction. Like they are just so cut off from their own emotions. This could be someone who's related to the Knight of Swords in some way. Okay, could be a daughter, like your mom or your grandmother or something like that. Could be a sibling as well. Count your blessing. Ghost of the pumpkin patch. Okay, so what I'm getting for you is that look around in your life. It's time for you to start looking for positivity and good connections, okay? That's kind of the first step to letting good connections come through to you, like start to hook up with you. You open yourself up to the possibility that there are people who can be your family that are not blood. Okay, and I'm not saying they're going to rush in all at once, because these are deep connections. These are people who are going to love you, support you. They'll open up their home for you at the holidays. You will not be alone. You will feel like they're a family member to you. In fact, some of you will feel like they're a sister or an auntie or a mom, or a sibling or a cousin. You'll feel like a familiarity with them. And I went through this where I had to look at my broken life and find within the brokenness the things to be grateful for. It's not a very happy process, because you have to look through all the brokenness to find it. And I feel like that's probably where a lot of you guys are. You're on that journey to find the good now. You see the bad, you want to see the good. And you just have to allow yourself to be open to the possibility of there's more resources, there's more people around you who want to be close to you than you think. Okay, that opens the door for the universe to bring them to you. Now, for those of you that are drawn to this feminine God form or this ancestor, ask them to help you see the good in your life. Ask them to help you attract and bring in positive people who will be your family. Sometimes family isn't blood. That's just very true. And that could be really hard. Some of you guys are, even though this was toxic, it is toxic, You're still mourning it because it's the only family you've ever known. And you're going to find that part of this healing is redefining what family means to you. Okay. And that's very powerful. I've gone through that myself. What is family? Developing connections with people in healthy ways and then allowing myself to learn what family is for me personally. And I feel like that is a lot of what's going on here. Having a really bad example of what family is and not really understanding, how do you get to those connections? How do you make that happen? Like, what do you need to do? And it uncovers toxic patterns that you have, because of course you have them. Why wouldn't you? You in this family, you couldn't help but have them, right? So you get some clarity on how to really connect with other people in a powerful way, let them care about you, and more so, you get to care about other people, people that are good to you. I'm not saying it won't be scary, all right? Okay, group three, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you. I hope you have a most beautiful day, and I'll see you, beautiful magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys.